My friends, life is filled with invisible laws, always moving, always responding. Just as the sun rises without fail, so too does the universe respond to the words we speak. There is a simple truth I want to share with you today. Your tongue holds the key to your treasure. Every word you speak carries energy, and that energy shapes the money you hold, the opportunities you attract, and the abundance that flows to you. Imagine if just one powerful sentence, one simple declaration, could open the door to abundance. Would you dare to speak it daily? Would you believe in its power enough to hold it in your heart and release it into the world? Today, let us unfold why one sentence can transform everything you see in your finances and your life. Every word you speak carries the unseen power to shape your life. Words are not empty sounds drifting into the air. They are living seeds, planted into the fertile soil of your consciousness. Just as a farmer cannot expect to reap wheat if he sows weeds, you cannot expect a harvest of prosperity and peace if you scatter words of doubt, fear, or limitation. What you consistently speak becomes the crop you eventually gather. Think for a moment of the gardener who tends his ground. He does not throw seeds carelessly and walk away. He is mindful, intentional, and attentive, for he knows that what he plants will grow. Your mind and your life are no different. Every word is a seed, and each seed calls forth after its kind. Speak lack and you will gather more lack. Speak abundance and you will invite abundance. Speak health, joy, and favor, and your life will soon reflect the garden you have sown. There is a rhythm to this law. It does not work instantly, just as no farmer expects a seed to sprout the moment it touches the soil. Time, patience, and trust are part of the process, yet the growth is inevitable. Many people sabotage themselves because they plant seeds of hope in the morning and uproot them with words of fear by evening. They say, "I will succeed," then cancel it with, "Nothing ever works out for me." Such contradictions choke the harvest. To see the fruit, one must be steadfast, guarding the tongue as a gardener guards his field. Consider the story of a woman burdened with financial troubles. She often spoke of her hardships, her lack, and her fear of bills. Her words were watering seeds of struggle, and they faithfully produced their harvest. One day, she decided to change her speech. She began affirming daily that money flowed to her, that opportunities opened before her, and that her needs were met with ease. At first, nothing seemed different, but she continued. Weeks later, an unexpected promotion came, followed by opportunities she had never imagined. The harvest was born of new seeds. Even science confirms this truth. Studies in neuroscience show that repeated words and affirmations rewire the brain, altering perceptions, beliefs, and actions. When you speak words of power, you are not only sowing seeds into the unseen, but also training your mind to align with the results you desire. The subconscious mind, like soil, does not argue with the seed. It simply receives and brings it forth. This is why you must choose your words with reverence. Do not speak casually of failure or poverty, for those words are as real as seeds dropped into the earth. Speak life over your money, your health, your relationships, your dreams. Declare that you are guided, blessed, and equipped. Say it when you feel it, and say it when you do not. For the soil responds not to your emotions, but to the consistency of what you plant. Your life today is the harvest of words spoken yesterday. Your tomorrow will be the harvest of the words you plant today. Therefore, let your tongue be a gardener of truth, abundance, and joy. Scatter words of blessing, and in due season you shall reap a life overflowing with good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The universe is always listening, but it does not respond to complaints. It is not moved by fear, frustration, or constant reminders of what is missing. Instead, it responds faithfully to vibration, the frequency of energy that radiates from your thoughts, feelings, and words. Every moment, you are broadcasting a signal, and that signal is shaping what you draw into your life. If your vibration is tuned to gratitude, joy, and expectancy, you will call forth experiences that match those qualities. If your vibration is tuned to worry, doubt, and complaint, you will continue to attract circumstances that echo those very states. Complaints may feel like a release, but in truth, they bind you to the very problem you wish to escape. Each time you speak about how unfair life is, how little money you have, or how hard your situation has become, you are planting yourself more firmly in that soil. Imagine standing before a radio and demanding it play a new song while refusing to change the station. The radio will not obey your demand. It will only play the frequency it is tuned to. In the same way, the universe cannot deliver prosperity on the vibration of complaint. It can only mirror back the signal you send. Think of a person who constantly says, "Nothing ever works out for me." Their words are drenched in disappointment, their energy heavy with defeat. Life, faithful to its laws, brings them more evidence to prove their statement true. Contrast this with someone who chooses to say, "Everything is working together for my good," even when challenges arise. Though they face obstacles like anyone else, their vibration calls forth solutions, unexpected help, and opportunities that appear just when they are needed. The difference is not luck, but alignment. Science also supports this truth. Studies in psychology show that individuals who practice gratitude and positive reframing experience greater well-being, better health, and more success than those who focus on complaints. Their brains literally rewire to see opportunities where others only see obstacles. This is not coincidence. It is the vibration of their mindset creating a different reality. When you raise your vibration, you shift the conversation with life itself. Instead of saying, "I can't afford this," you declare, "Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways." Instead of saying, "I'm stuck," you affirm, "The right doors are opening for me now." Each declaration changes your frequency, and the universe adjusts to meet you at that higher place. You do not wait for your life to improve before you lift your vibration. You lift your vibration, and then your life improves. Remember, you are not powerless in the face of your circumstances. You are a transmitter, constantly sending out signals that summon your future. Complaints may feel justified, but they keep you bound. Vibrations of faith, gratitude, and expectancy open the path to freedom. When you hold your money, your health, or your dreams, bless them. Speak increase over them. Feel the vibration of abundance flowing through you, for it is not your complaints that create your future, but the energy you embody. Align your vibration with the life you desire, and the universe will echo it back to you in overflowing measure. There is a power available to you that many overlook: the power of an immediate shift. At any given moment, you have the choice to change your thoughts, your words, and the energy you release into the world. This shift does not require years of struggle or endless waiting. It happens in a single decision, in the space of a breath, when you choose faith over fear, gratitude over complaint, and expectancy over doubt. So many believe they are chained to their past, bound by yesterday's mistakes or the weight of old habits. They repeat the same stories: "I always struggle," "I can never catch a break," "Life is unfair." These words not only reinforce the old reality, but they also keep them locked in the vibration that created it. Yet the truth is, change does not take time, it takes alignment. The moment you choose a new thought, a new declaration, a new energy, you have already shifted the course of your life. Imagine a ship on the sea. A tiny turn of the wheel instantly changes its direction. Though it may take time for the destination to come into view, the course has already been altered. In the same way, when you shift your inner dialogue, you are turning the wheel of your life. The results may appear gradually, but the transformation begins the instant you choose differently. That is the miracle of the immediate shift. You can see this power in action through stories of people who hit rock bottom and in one moment of clarity decided, enough. They shifted from despair to determination, from lack to faith, and life began to reorganize itself around that decision. A person drowning in debt who declares with conviction, "I am worthy of wealth and I now attract new avenues of income," opens the door for opportunities that once seemed invisible. A broken heart that chooses to affirm, "Love surrounds me and flows to me freely," suddenly becomes receptive to relationships that heal and uplift. Even science points to the power of an immediate shift. Neuroscience reveals that each new thought you choose creates a new pathway in the brain. In that instant, your mind is being rewired. The more you reinforce the shift, the stronger that pathway becomes, until it replaces the old habit of negativity. You are never trapped because the choice of a higher thought is always available in the present moment. The beauty of this truth is that you do not need perfect conditions to begin. You do not need more money in the bank, more approval from others, or more evidence that things will work out. You only need to claim the shift now. Say to yourself, "I release the past. I align with abundance. I walk in faith." The universe responds to that energy instantly, and life begins to mirror your new vibration. The power of immediate shift is the power of freedom. It means you are not a victim of yesterday, nor a prisoner of delay. You carry within you the ability to transform your reality the moment you choose to. Every thought, every word, every feeling is an opportunity to reset your direction. And the instant you turn toward faith, gratitude, and expectancy, the path of abundance opens before you. Your words carry creative power, but their strength is magnified when they are aligned with your actions. To speak abundance while acting in fear creates confusion in your results. To declare prosperity yet make choices rooted in scarcity sends out mixed signals to life itself. True transformation comes when your speech and your steps are in harmony, when what you affirm with your lips is reinforced by the way you live each day. Think of someone who declares, "I am healthy and strong," yet continues to neglect their body, eat carelessly, and resist rest. Their words are seeds of life, but their actions uproot them before they can take root. Contrast this with the person who affirms, "I am healthy and whole," and then chooses nourishing foods, joyful movement, and moments of peace. Their words and actions agree, and the results unfold with far greater ease. The same principle applies to money. If you affirm, "Wealth flows freely to me," but every time you receive money you hold it with fear or spend it in guilt, you are contradicting your declaration. But if you bless your money, spend with gratitude, save with confidence, and give with joy, your actions become the soil in which your words can bloom. Life mirrors back to you not only what you say, but also how you live. Real life examples show us this truth again and again. A young entrepreneur might affirm daily, "I am successful in business." Yet if they procrastinate, avoid risk, and shy away from learning new skills, their declaration has little ground to stand on. Meanwhile, another entrepreneur who speaks the same words but also studies, networks, and takes inspired steps will see their words begin to shape reality. Words set the vision, but actions pave the path. Even the smallest aligned act carries weight. If you affirm, "Opportunities are everywhere for me," then take one step toward a new skill, send one email or knock on one door, you activate the energy of your words. The universe recognizes the sincerity of your intention and rushes to meet you with matching opportunities. In this way, speech and action form a partnership that cannot be broken. This principle invites you to live consciously. Ask yourself daily, "Do my actions agree with the story I want to tell about my life?" If you declare abundance, then live as one who trusts in it. If you affirm love, then act with kindness and openness. If you speak peace, then choose stillness instead of conflict. The power lies not only in your declarations, but in your daily demonstrations. When words and actions walk hand in hand, momentum builds. Your declarations no longer float as wishful thoughts. They become living realities. Every aligned step is proof to yourself and to the universe that you mean what you say. And in that union of speech and action, abundance flows naturally, doors open without struggle, and life reveals its generosity in greater measure. There are moments in life when the noise of doubt, fear, and uncertainty seems to surround you, but within that noise lies the opportunity to speak a single sentence that can break through it all. Words are not casual sounds. They are forces that carry energy and direction. One powerful sentence, spoken with faith and conviction, has the ability to reframe your mind, lift your spirit, and summon unseen forces to align with your highest good. This sentence does not need to be long or complicated. It only needs to be alive with belief. Imagine a person who has struggled for years with financial hardship. They worry daily, repeat phrases like "I never have enough," and feel trapped in a cycle of lack. But the moment they shift and declare a simple sentence of abundance, spoken not as a hope but as a certainty, the energy around them begins to change. They hold their money, bless it, and say with authority that it multiplies for them, that it circulates and returns increased. Over time, opportunities show up, ideas flow more freely, and their actions become bolder. The words become a lighted path, leading them out of the shadows of fear. The power of one sentence is not in its length, but in its vibration. Just as a seed is small yet contains the design for a mighty tree, so a short declaration carries within it the potential for vast transformation. When spoken daily, this one sentence begins to carve a new reality. The mind, which once clung to old patterns of doubt, is now trained toward faith and expectancy. Thoughts shift, and with them, feelings shift. Feelings shape actions, and actions shape outcomes. Think of the person who repeats in despair, "I cannot change." Every day, that becomes their truth. Now imagine the same person speaking instead, "I am guided, I am supplied, I am free." That one sentence unlocks something within them. They notice opportunities where before they saw obstacles. They have the courage to say yes to new paths. Slowly, their life rearranges itself to reflect the strength of their declaration. Science, too, echoes this ancient wisdom. Studies on positive affirmations show that repeated phrases can rewire the brain, creating new neural pathways that support growth and confidence. What you speak consistently becomes what you believe, and what you believe becomes what you live. One sentence, chosen with care, can serve as the anchor for an entirely new chapter of life. The beauty is that each person can choose their own powerful sentence. It might be, "Everything I touch prospers." It might be, "I am divinely guided and abundantly supplied." It might be, "Money flows to me easily and joyfully." The specific words matter less than the conviction with which they are spoken. Once you find the sentence that awakens your spirit, repeat it daily, hold it in your heart, and let it become your compass. Life responds to the language you use. A single sentence, repeated with unwavering faith, can dissolve years of fear and open doors you never thought possible. When spoken with certainty, it is not just a sentence. It is a key that unlocks the abundance already waiting for you. So, I ask you, will you dare to hold your money today and speak these words? Will you trust that your declaration holds power to transform not just your finances but your entire life? Remember, abundance is not far away. It is waiting for you to claim it, to call it by name, and to welcome it into your life. My friends, the key has always been in your hand. Now it rests on your tongue. Speak it, believe it, live it, and abundance will answer.